I hate drama, and I bet you do too, but let me ask you a question. How many times a day are you offended by someone or something, or do you take things personally? Uh-oh, I bet you can't even count it on one hand, right? So let's dig into this idea of internal drama, you know, the kind that's all in our mind. So for years, I would pride myself on the fact that I was anti-drama. Just say no to drama. But guess what, friends? Looking back, I started to realize that I had so much drama. It just wasn't with other people. It was just with me, myself, and I, all in my own mind. And here's what it would look like. I was building a business just like you're probably doing today, and it's really stressful, right? Especially if you have employees and clients and a lot of different people that you're dealing with. For so many years, anytime anything would go wrong, the next thing I knew, I was in a total tailspin, mainly having drama with me, myself, and I, all right here in my head. And then if by chance I would get on the phone with my mom or come home and start complaining to my husband, all bets were off. The more I would talk about it, the bigger it would get, and it would turn into this huge ordeal, when in reality, it was probably no big deal. I was choosing to be offended. I was choosing to be upset, and I didn't even know what was happening. So I learned that this was the least productive way to run my business and my life. But reforming my internal drama queen proved to be a little more challenging than I thought it would be. So here's what I learned. It's impossible to be effective and productive at work when you're constantly thinking negative thoughts. And number two, I realized how much energy and time I wasted trying to put on this calm, cool, and collected facade when the inside of me was basically like a house of cards. It could have all fallen down at any moment. And that's a novel idea, to spend so much time trying to look cool and calm when I could have just chosen to be cool and calm. So how did I go from looking calm, cool, and collected to actually becoming that? Well, the first tool I used was my journal. And sometimes if I'm really in an overwhelmed spiral or a tailspin, as I call it, I might journal for 50 pages, whatever it takes to get all the negativity and the pain and the suffering out of my head and onto the paper, and then I close the book on it and move on. It's an amazing tool. Secondly, get rid of the things and people, if possible, that are causing all the pain and suffering. Sometimes it's time to move on from a client or an employee or a situation that continues to not work for you, and that's okay. But in the short run, when you can't just kick all your problems to the curb, try this little trick. Anytime that you're feeling extremely negative or offended, turn it on its head. Learn to give people the benefit of the doubt and even go as far as complimenting them. When all you can think about is everything that's wrong, start to make a list of what's right. I've practiced this for years, and some clients were so challenging, all I could find to say was, wow, your eyes look so pretty today, or that's a great blue shirt. But whatever it took to shift my mindset from negativity to a positive place was a tool that I used over and over, and it worked wonders. So at the end of the day, there's so many things we could be offended about all the time, but only you can choose to not take them personally. And don't forget to try journaling. It's a tool that really changed things for me, and I think it'll work for you too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.